Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ElectroMeds.com PEMF Power Show Part 2. My name is Michael Alpough, and I'm going to be your host. I've been studying PEMF since 2007, been around online since 2008, love PEMF, been using it, feels like forever now. It started when I was 50, and found out that a lot of the people that actually go to ElectroMeds.com are over 50. And there's a reason for it, because our health starts to fall apart and it's time to look into some other alternative health styles in order to give us longevity and to be able to have creativity in living our lives as opposed to being limited by things like our body. Okay. Now, today I'm going to be talking about telomeres and how important telomeres are for your body and how that concerns with PEMF. Now, I want to actually give you the actual definition here. Let me put my peepers on here. And let's just take a look at the actual definition of what a telomere is. Telomere, from the Greek word telos, and meaning end, and meros, meaning part. Telomeres are an essential part of human cells that affect how our cells age. Telomeres are the caps at the end of each strand of DNA that protect our chromosomes, like the plastic tips at the end of shoelaces. Now, without the coating, shoelaces become frayed until they can no longer do their job. Just as without telomeres, DNA strands become damaged and our cells can't do their jobs. Now, DNA makes up all of the cells in our body. It is the genetic material that makes us who we are, and every organ in our body is made up of cells. So telomeres are vital to our health. Our cells replenish by copying themselves. This happens constantly throughout our lives. Telomeres get shorter each time a cell copies itself, but the important DNA stays intact. Now, eventually telomeres get too short to do their job, causing our cells to age and stop functioning properly. Therefore, telomeres act as the aging clock in every cell. Now, get rid of these peepers. Remember peepers? Granny always had her peepers. I'm working on my peeper keeper here. So anyway, let's go into a little bit about how telomeres affect you. Okay. Now, according to research, every band, each telomere has, each chromosome has 15,000 bands on each end. Okay. From the time that you're conceived in your mother's womb till you're born and are on your own takes about 5,000 strands off of the chromosomes. Okay. Now remember, still strong. All right. So now, from about the time you're born till about 28, 30 years old, give or take a few years, some as long as 10, but for the most part, everyone says it's about 30. Another 5,000 bands are used in the chromosomes. So now you have 5,000 bands left on the chromosomes. Then from that point on, the body begins to not be able to work as well as it did when it had, say, 10,000 telomere bands. Okay. So they've discovered that how we age is from these telomere bands being reduced. And the whole thing now is, how do we slow them down? Now you have all these different research things out here now stating that, you know, they've got things that can help. Now you can do a test. I believe it costs $800. Haven't done it myself. I've been interested in doing it, but haven't done it just yet. But you can kind of get an idea of when your body will start deteriorating. Now, for some of us, and like I said earlier, usually you're about 50 when you start into PEMF education. Okay, and if you want more to know, just go to ElectroMeds.com/education, and you can get more and more of the videos that I've done over the years, all our researches, blog shows, guests that I've had on, is just loaded with all kinds of information. So you know we've been around. We know at least what we're talking about when it comes to PEMF, having done all our research about it. So now, if you're 50, you're at the beginning. If you're 60, you know something's happening to your body. If you're 70, you're happy to make it. If you're 80, every day of good health is an absolute blessing. So if you're 50, 60, 70, 80 or more, PEMF is here to help you. How does it help you? Well, it's going to help slow down the aging process. How's it do that? By giving the energy so that the cell can work at its high capacity to get that electrical count between 70 and 90 millivolts. A millivolt is 1,000th of a volt. The body works on electricity. There is very few things out there that can actually electrify, send energy from outside the body to give energy to the cells. Now that with good water is going to keep you in the ballpark. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're 50, may I suggest you begin already preparing for 60. And if you're 60, already begin preparing for 70. And if you're 70, prepare for 80. And if you're 80, prepare to go to 100, because more than likely you can get there. If you're pretty good at 80, you can probably do it. PEMF at any age helps the body. There's no doubt. All the research is out, been around for over 50 years. That's why we use it here at ElectroMeds. That's why I use it. That's why it's helped me so much. PEMF. So take a study on telomeres. Just understand your body better so you can ask better questions. Okay? I want to thank you for listening for me. And I look forward to speaking to you again in part 3 of ElectroMeds.com PEMF Power Show. Until next time, may you be healthy and then you'll be wealthy. Bye till then.